before I read my message this morning, I would like to express my, my feelings. My tears fell a while ago when I saw some of the graduates turn over their medals to their parents. It's really heartwarming. I've been in many graduations. I've been guest in many graduations, but this was the first time I saw it personally. To Mr. Mener Mendoza, the Dualtech chairman of the board, to Mr. Rodolfo V, the president of Dualtech, to the faculty, staff, the partners of Dualtech, the friends of Dualtech, and of course to the parents of the graduates, of the remarkable graduates of, I would like to call them Dualtech Mechatronics class of 2019. Tama ba ba? Electromechanics class of 2019. You have earned this day. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Gusto ko ulitin, congratulations po sa inyo. At higit sa lahat doon po sa parents na nandito. Pwede po bang tumayo yung parents? Ang dami, hindi account, okay. Congratulations po. I feel the warmth of the medals and the certificates and diplomas handed to you this morning. Congratulations po. I am honored to have met Dualtech personalities, particularly your president, Mr. Morfe, and Mr. Chris Manayba. Sir, I have known these two gentlemen only a few years back. Parang kailan lang. Maybe 2 years when we, at the Department of Labor and Employment, Laguna Provincial Office, and the Laguna Labor Management Council asked permission to use Dualtech facilities, I think 2 or 3 times, for us to use the conference rooms. You know what? We were never denied. The requests were always granted. Thank you very much, sirs. It's a big thanks. In addition to the use of the conference rooms, we were always given free surplus meals. Maraming salamat po. Okay. Thank you very much, sirs. It is my impression also that Mr. Morfe is a very good storyteller. Gusto ko sana idagdag, you are very lucky is because Mr. Morfe is your president. Mr. Morfe is a good leader. Many writers said, ito po magagaling na storyteller, ito yung magagaling na leaders. I saw it in Mr. Morfe, Mr. Malayba. And doon sa nagsalita doon, dito kayo na kay Mr. Jonathan Ayeng. He is a very good storyteller. And I'm sure he represents the rest of the graduates, so he will be good leaders too, later on. Okay. As I browsed the Dualtech website a few weeks ago, I came across the history of Dualtech. Sana nabasa niyo rin. The history of Dualtech written by your president, Engineer Morfe himself. Nabasa niyo po ba yun? Okay. It is a brief but very interesting first-hand account of the origins of Dualtech. Okay. Why am I saying this? Because I want to emphasize to the graduates that you will be leaving the portals of your alma mater maybe today po ba? Tomorrow? Or mamaya? But no matter where your destiny takes you, you should always come back to return a favor, to pay tribute to Dualtech, of course to your teachers, faculty, officers, and be a significant part of the Dualtech history. I'm saying this kasi yung history ng Dualtech ran from nabasa ko 1992, 82. Sana yung history ng Dualtech madagdagan hanggang ngayong araw na ito and so forth. As you bid farewell to your alma mater, I will challenge you many things. I will say it later on. On my way here, I tried to recall who spoke in my graduation ceremony. Maybe some 3 decades ago. But I must admit, I forgot who the guest speaker was. I am Guido, Recio, your guest speaker for today. But maybe you will forget me this afternoon, tomorrow, 6 months from now. But it's not important. Okay. However, hindi po talaga importante yung guest speaker. What is important is that I will be reminding you, graduates, today, of what Dualtech committed to uphold. Okay. If I get it right, please allow me to expound a little of the commitment of Dualtech. The commitment of Dualtech will be seen by the public through their graduates. So listen carefully, gentlemen. From a non-Dualtech people like me, I'm from the outside, we expect you to be of service to the common good. Tama po ba, sir? Okay. It means applying your skills primarily for the service of the people. Yung skills po, natutunan nyo. Yan ay matututunan nyo pa rin at matadagdagan. Pero we challenge you, in fact, we encourage you, and perhaps Dualtech instructs you to do it not for yourselves, not for your family, but for the common good, for the people, for the Filipinos. Number 2, you adhere to the highest standards of academic excellence in technical education. I have heard so many stories about Dualtech graduates, even non-graduates. I've also met some, shall I call them dropouts, okay, of Dualtech. And in your case, you are expected to do the best in the field of electromechanics. Naririnig ko po yung napakahigpit, napaka-disciplinary, napaka-stricto ng Dualtech. Kanina po, while you are receiving your diploma, nakita ko how you walk, particular po ko dyan. How you carry yourselves, how you express your faces, how you smile to your parents, napakahalaga po nun. Malamang hindi tinuro sa school yan, pero kapag kayo po ay nag-apply na sa trabaho, halos hindi po titingnan yung diploma. Given po yan. Ang titingnan yung personality. Kanina po nakita ko dito sa 60 plus graduates, I admire it. I admire Dualtech for giving them that. Yung isa pa pong commitment ng Dualtech na nakita po is to let you maximize your greatest potentials. Ibig sabihin po nito, kung ano mang natapos nyo ngayon, medals, yung medals pagdating sa bahay, lalagay yan sa dingding, napakahalaga po niyan. Pero sabi nga nung graduate kanina, yan ang simula. Do not stop learning. Kami po, mga malapit na mag-retire, hindi rin po kami natatapos ng pag-aaral. Every time na makakasalamuha ko yung mga tao, paglabas sa gwardiya pa lang hanggang sa makakasalamuha ko dito, kasama po yung sa pag-aaral. Ang pag-aaral ay hindi lang sa eskwelahan, hindi lang doon sa inyong mga partner companies. Lahat po na nakakasalamuha nyo, yan po yung pag-aaral. So I encourage you to be with people. And number 4, keeping the culture of quality of excellence. Okay. Nabasa ko po kanina, na-mention ko po kanina na I heard stories of how Dualtech students are disciplined, trained, and molded. Ito ay hindi ko malilimutan. Ulitin ko po, nung makita ko kanina ng isang graduate yung isang medalya, ito malamang ay itinuro ng Dualtech o itinuro ng parents. Pag-combination po na yun. Yung natutunan sa bahay, natutunan sa eskwelahan, napakagandang simula yan kapag kayo nag-apply ng trabaho. Okay. As you join the labor force, the security of your employment largely depends on you. Sa Department of Labor, palaging sinasabi, ano ba yung security of employment? Ito daw yung regular na hanap buhay, well, totoo po yun. Ito raw yung nakalampasan ng probationary, totoo po yun. Pero yung pong tunay na security ng employment ay nasa sa inyo. Sabi po nung aming dating secretary, si former Secretary Rosalinda Baltos, yung security of employment is the skills. Bakit po ganon? Kasi maaaring ikaw ay regular ngayon sa isang ABC company. Pero ikaw ay natanggal for so many reasons. Dahil ikaw ay skilled, dahil ikaw ay may magandang attitude, madali ka matatanggap sa XYZ company. So remember, maaaring mawala yung skills, maaaring mawala yung attitude sa ngayon, pero maintain it kasi yun po ang mananatiling reference or qualifications para kayo matanggap ulit sa trabaho. Okay. You may be easily employed, but to remain in that employment, there are factors to be considered. Number one, you may want to retire from a company. You may want to resign. Pero yung pong inyong employer ay maaaring magustuhan kayo dahil lamang po sa inyong skills, sa inyong attitude. As you lead the portals of your institution, you will inherit the legacy of Dualtech. Yung pong work and virtue. Napakahalagang dalawang salita. Sa lahat po ng mga eskwelahan na pinupuntahan ko, yun po ang kinikintal ng management, ng school owners, at yun din po sinasabi ko. In your 2 years stay dito sa institution na ito, kayo po ba yung nakatira dito or nasa labas? Halo-halo, ano? Okay, pero ito yung 2 years po yan. Kanina nakikita ko may Bohol, may Mindanao, yung mga taga-Calamba, ganun din. May Bicol, ang dami, ang dami. Pero huwag niyo pong kalilimatan itong work and virtue. Yung virtue napakalawak. Ayaw kong magsalita dyan kasi may mas magagaling sa atin dyan. Mas mahusay kayo. Pero dahil po ako ay taga-Department of Labor and Employment, I would like to focus on work. Okay. Yung work, sabi nila, pag nag-a-apply, ano ba ang gusto mong, ano ba ina-apply mo? Trabaho. Kung nag-a-apply ka sa trabaho, then bakit humihingi ka pa ng sweldo? Okay. Of course, kailangan natin yung sweldo kasi kailangan natin mabuhay. Pero habang tumatagal kayo sa company, yung sweldo po given. Tinatanong kami, ano bang rason at ikaw ay nag-i-stay sa company? Ako personally, kapag tinatanong ako ng mga kasamahan ko, Vince, bakit ka ba nag-i-stay sa Department of Labor? Hindi ko na po sinasabi yung sweldo given yan. Number one na sinasabi ko, gusto ko yung trabaho. I love the work. Kahit mahirap. Kasi yung work, yan po ay equals dignity. Okay. May mga kasamahan tayo, may mga kababayan tayo na ang trabaho ay presidente ng kumpanya, may presidente ng school, meron dyan nagwawali sa kalsada, may nagtitinda ng balot sa sari-sari. Alam po natin na ang trabaho ay merong malaking sweldo, may prestigyoso, merong hindi prestigyoso, pero lahat po yan basta legal, tama, ginagawa ng tama, yan po ay marangal. So yung work equals dignity. Kapag tayo po yung pinagtrabaho, saka natin itanong yung sweldo. Gagawin po natin ito ng saos puso, lahat ng ating makakaya, katulad po nung nabanggit ng ibang mga graduates sa ibang eskwelahan, maaaring kanina siguro, sinasabi nyo, kung kayo po ay graduate ng electromechanics, be the best electromechanic. Bakit po sinasabi ito? Meron po mga lawyers, may mga engineers, may mga nurses, may doctors. Pero kung ikaw ay graduate ng electromechanics, sisikap ka kasi ikaw ang pinakamagaling. Paano ka magiging pinakamagaling? Siguro hindi dahil sa tinuro ng inyong mga teachers, hindi dahil sa Dualtech. Magiging magaling ka kasi nasa puso yung pagtatrabaho. Nakukuha niyo po yung ibig ko sabihin. Ibalik natin sa pamilya. Sino po dito ang bunso? Bunso. Ang daming bunso. Okay. Yung nandong nakasalamin, iho, ilang kayo magkakapatid? 3. Sino dito ang more than 3? The bunso. Ilan po? 10. Siyam. Wow. Okay. Yung siyam na magkapatid, siya po yung bunso. Imagine, ikaw ay bunso, tapos 8 kapatid mong mas nakatatanda. I suppose, sa palagi kang inuutosan, palagi kang sinesermonan, tama ba? Sure. Okay. Yung mga sermon nila, mga utos, yan po'y magdadagdag sa iyong karakter bilang pagiging bunso. Take it as an advantage kasi lahat ng pangaral nasa sa'yo lahat. Yung pag-uutos sa iyo para maglinis ng bahay, yan ay dagdag sa intimidad. Magre-reflect yan sa inyong trabaho pagdating ng panahon. Okay. And lastly, palagi ko pong sinasabi sa mga nakakasama ko, whether graduations or hindi, kung ano man yung trabaho mo. By the way, I was with the Philippine National Bank employees earlier today. Ito rin sinabi ko sa kanila. Kung ano man inyong ginagawa, dalawang ang pinipili. Put it in your heart and make the most of it. Kanina po, nabanggit ni Sir kanina na ako'y galing sa Kuwait. That was in 2005. Napakasakit ng kalooban ko nang ako'y ma-deploy sa Kuwait doon sa Philippine Labor Office. Kasi ayaw ko naman pumunta doon. Nag-apply ako, nakapasa. Naging kahiyaan na lang po na hindi ako pumunta. Kasi may mga tumulong. So sabi ko doon sa boss ko, "Ay ma'am, ayaw kong pumunta doon. Kasi masarap sa Pilipinas. Malayo sa pamilya." Sabi niya sa akin, tinanda ko yung dalawang bagay na ito. Make the most of it and have a heart. Kaya po sinasabi ito kasi doon sa Kuwait, ito po kung tawagan namin sa Department of Labor and Employment, ito yung hardship post. Napakahirap. Napakahirap ng trabaho ng mga Pilipino doon at napakahirap din po ng mga trabaho ng taga-Philippine Embassy. Doon sa aking 2 years and 8 months na stint doon, isang araw lang ako nag-day off. Isang araw lang po, practically 7 days. Nag-day off ako kasi meron akong black eye. Ganun lang. So ganun kahirap. Pinandaan ko po yung gusto kong sabihin sa inyo, ulitin ko, kung saan kayo pupunta, have a heart sa service and make the most of it. Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. And God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Guido. And call on Mr. Rodolfo V for the awarding of Plaque of Appreciation. And Mr. Henner Mendoza. The plaque reads, Dualtech Center awards this plaque of appreciation to Director Guido R. Recio, Provincial Director, Dole Region 4A, Laguna Provincial Office, in gratefulness for being the guest of honor and speaker at the commencement exercises of Dualtech Center, given this 25th day of May 2019 at Assembly Hall, Dualtech Center. Signed, Mr. Armando, President. Thank you very much, Mr. Mendoza, Mr. Morfe, and Director Recio.